What up, dudes? Hope you guys are good. Thanks for tuning in. But today, we're gonna talk about that. What up? Today I wanted to give you guys the backstory and walk you through the whole entire process of how my backyard skate park was built. Check it.
What did they do? Anti-channel, anti-channel, anti-you, anti-me, anti-us, anti-we are anti-channel, anti-channel, anti-you, anti-me, anti-us, anti-everything.
Anti-channel.
So, here we are in the backyard. As you can see, it has changed a lot here and there.
Initially, we moved from Orange County and we wanted to kind of like get out of the city.
Like before we even bought the house, we were like, we gotta have something to where like big enough space to build something to skate. So we got this house out here in the desert.
The house was perfect, dude. It had there was nothing built. Like, it was just a blank canvas to just fucking go crazy on and just build some shit.
We built the 6 foot first and had that for a little bit, and then like decided to make a deep end. Like, it was pretty sketchy actually. The wood would stick out, nails were sticking out. We had, I don't know, the mini ramp we made for like a couple weeks, and then this dude was giving away he was over his mini ramp, so we were like, fuck, we'll buy it, give it to us. And we like tore down this kid's mini ramp, brought it to our house, and we were like, let's just put it behind the mini ramp we had. I don't know, that mini ramp was kind of sketchy. Like, I remember it wasn't even fully built. Like, some pieces weren't even on all the way, so like, if our mini ramp like ends up breaking down or something like that, we'll just, I don't know, we have that. And I don't know, we had like 2 parties that was like a little too much. Like, our neighbor called the city, it was like, blah, 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 there's boards flying into our yard, there's a dude that ended up in our yard, like, you guys gotta have, like, them tear down the ramp. And so the city came to us, like, you gotta tear this shit down, like, all your neighbors are complaining about it. So we tore it down. We built a couple DIYs. We built one down the street from our house in front of this, like, I don't know what they call it, storage place. It was actually insane how long we had it. We had it for like almost a year. And some dude came up in his dune buggy. He came up in his dune buggy and was like, hey, what are you doing? Like, told the city. We tried to, like, I don't know, we tried to fight it. I don't even think they told us to tear it down. They just went over there and destroyed it. And then we like found this pool in Atlanta and decided let's make a DIY in the pool, because it was huge. It was like an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Made a DIY, a couple quarter pipes, a little baby spine on the deck, and it was pretty fun for a minute. And some dude went out there, created some big ass fire. City found out and destroyed that DIY. So after we made those, we were just over it, kept getting torn apart. We already knew if we tried to make another one, we would have gotten destroyed. We were, I don't know, every day would go by, we'd look at the fucking backyard like, we gotta do something back there. And we like decided like, oh, let's try to do a DIY back here. Renting bobcats every week, putting the dirt back in, filling it back up. And we were just like, this is gnarly, like this is gonna take forever. So we were just over it. And at the time, money was definitely an issue, so we were just like, I don't know, we'll figure it out some other time. Later on, I was skating contest, went to Spain, won a contest out there, went to HB for the park series, and made podium on that, and then went back home, and I was like, we got enough money for this shit actually, like let's start doing it now. Me and my dad drew up the plans on like this little piece of napkin. We drew it up like where all the obstacles and all that were gonna be. Remy hit us up from Volcom, and he's like, if you guys need anyone to like draw, like do 3D drawings on the computer or whatever, like hit me up. We got a dude named Doug, he does all that. We emailed him, he emailed us like a couple mock-ups of like the park, like a couple options to pick through, and I picked like this one that like had a hubba, an A-frame rail, half of like this bowl with a hip. It was like flowy. It was super fun with like a punk wall on the back. Remy hit us up, like introduced us to Kyle Gallagher and his crew, and yeah, it was sick too, cause like Kyle Gallagher and his whole crew, they were like actual skaters. They measured everything, got all the measurements, and then like started forming it all up. They put like 2x4s down, the rebar, some wood, like the coping down, and then they started to pour it already. Like they poured the bowl section, and that took like a day, and then they ran out of concrete, so they're like, fuck, we'll come back in a week or something like that, and we'll pour the rest. So they came back in a week, poured the whole entire street section, the punk wall, they poured everything. It took them like a day to pour that whole entire section. So then after that, we let it dry, and then all the dudes started skating it. Kyle and his crew started skating it. Like I skated it a little bit, and then Volcom came over. They did a barbecue, like little session. Yeah, we had like carne asada tacos, and just skating all day. I was blown away to have a park in my backyard. Dream come true. I still trip on it. I fucking love that place.